She smell like boo boo and shrimp or steak and booty. Yeah, she smell like steak and
Hey
booty.
y'all, welcome back again to the Jessica Girl Show. My name is Jenny, and if you are new here, if you're new to this channel, of course, hit that subscribe button, turn your notifications on so you never miss an episode. And if you are a subscriber, welcome back to the channel. I talked about, hygiene on this channel before and just how we as women, a lot of us were not raised to really properly take care of our bodies and what it means and how our body changes and all the things, right? And I think naturally it's some women just don't know how to properly take care of themselves and have an odor, right? And I'm not being shady. I'm really talking about this is a real issue and the real thing for women of all backgrounds, all race. I've had a video go viral over 2 years ago, and women of all backgrounds in the comments talking about how they don't know how to wash themselves or still trying to get their body routine down and like crazy. Like they just were never really taught and raised properly by their mothers, the women in our lives, right? And I think you add that combination with poor hygiene, lack of education, and a bad attitude, baby. Like, how do you tell somebody who got a bad attitude, says you smelling down there? How do you tell her that? It's hard. It is. And I think doctors have talked about how women, black women in particular, on this topic in particular, they are the worst patients because we don't listen. We're hard headed. We want to tell the doctors what it is and how we ain't really overweight. It's not our problem. It's not our fault. It's all these things. No accountability, right? Well, this woman who takes care of clients like post-op care when you get like surgery, plastic surgery, both lipo, BBL, like they got to get drainage massages and things like that. Like there's a lot of expenses for post-op care to ensure that their body is healing and going through that whole process, right? And well, this woman who takes care of women who get surgeries had an experience with her client that she had to basically turn her away because of the smell. And I'm gonna share the video of her talking about it and what occurred, and we're gonna come back and talk about it.
Well, I had a girl come in. This was our first time working together. She called scheduled. I got her on the books. She came in, and I noticed that her walk by wind was a little bit strong. But I'm thinking that, oh, okay, it's just, maybe that's just wind. Maybe the smell, I just got a whiff or something. Well, she goes in. I always make sure my girls put on their robes, get comfortable, everything. So she goes and I goes into the room and start getting her prepped up. And I noticed the closer I got, the stronger it got. So by the time I got on her, when I tell you that I had to literally jump back and I said, "Hey baby, you're gonna have to go home and wash up and come and reschedule. I can't provide any services to you today because I can't today." Okay, so after I said it, I was very nice about it. I was very nice with her about it. I said to her, "Hey baby, I think, you're gonna have to go home and shower." It was just she and I. It was just me and her in there. She says she got really upset. She said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Baby, you're gonna have to go home and shower and freshen up." And I said, I have some BBLA products that you can use that helps with that. Take some of this, take a kit of this, go home and use it. I don't want no motherfucking products. I'm straight. I'm straight. I'm like, "Baby, you do have this odor. You have the post op odor, the BBL odor." So she said, well, you know, we can't take baths. That's not my fault. That's not my fault. What am I supposed to do? I need my service. I need my service. So this went on for like minutes and minutes at a time. And I kept pleading with her, can you just please, baby, I cannot work on you like this. It's not fair to me, and it's not fair to you, because you're not going to get the quality of service that you deserve. Well, this girl got all in my face. She started like trying to get at me. She got so offended with me, and it was not anyone in there. I was so nice. I'm a very nice person. So I had to tell her, look, you have to find somebody else to do your service. It won't be me. You cannot come back here to get your service done. So I wound up having to call the cops.
I have to now figure out how I'm gonna say this to you. And she said it, and now you're trying to be physical. You're trying to fight because I have to say I cannot service you. Like she said, it's not fair to you. I can't give you your best treatment, and for something like this, you need to get my best. You need my best. Me trying to half-ass it and cover my nose, and like, that's not going to be productive. But instead of us acknowledging and taking accountability that it's not an attack on you, you want to get all aggressive, and she gotta call the cops to remove you, which is crazy. Right? Like, these women be so quick to just get the surgery and get the money for that they don't take the proper precautions of their care after surgery. Right? Massages, having a nurse, somebody who can actually help you, take care of you. You can't even wipe your butt. You got tissue stuck in your butt because you can't even get behind it. You in so much pain. You trying your best. Like, the girlfriends that y'all be going to get, that be hyping y'all up to do this stuff, they need to be the ones taking care of you. So that you don't have to go into somebody's office smelling like that. And I think that we be so quick to act like people are just like, oh, you gonna do what I say. This is like, would you prefer me to do it for you and I half-ass it, and then you still then you still try to do something to me, or you still try to talk about how my business was terrible? Or do I just say, I can't do this? I'm sorry. I can't put myself through this. Like, I'm not gonna put myself through this. And I'm not gonna put you through it. These women need to understand that you cannot bully everybody. You just can't. You are not the boss. That's her business. And this BBL smells and all this stuff that they be saying, like, it's really crazy, because I think when you already have poor hygiene and you don't take care of yourself just in general the way that you should as a woman, and you add the surgery smell from all of that stuff coming out your body, and that's a bad combination of how you're smelling. Like, you're smelling so bad that there's a smell with you that she could not service. And as she said, we know when we smell before anybody else. Like, you smell. Why are you mad that she said I can't do it? You know what I'm saying? You should be like, yeah, I did. I know I smell bad, but I should probably, or maybe give me a heads up. Maybe give me a heads up. Like, I'm really struggling. I couldn't I don't know. But to try to fight her is wild. And this woman, she also shared one of the worst smells that she's ever smelled. I believe one of many that she's ever smelled doing the job that she does. And I'm going to share that when we come back and talk about it.
Okay, so the worst one, people is asking, like, what's the worst smell? What's the worst one? The worst kind of BBL smell that I had, or the incident that I had, was a client who I was doing. She had a BBL, and I was working on her back, and she still had toilet paper from when she wiped, and she didn't wipe good, and she smelled like boo boo, and not fish. I keep telling people it's shrimp. She smelled like boo boo and shrimp, or steak and booty. Yeah, she smelled like steak and booty.
So it's so crazy. Like, that's so wild. Like, you have tissue stuck in your butt. Cause you can't even as I said, you can't even properly wipe yourself. You can't even properly wipe yourself because again, they're not taking the proper precautions to invest in the post-op care. A nurse, again, all the friends that hype you to get surgery and they tell you, girl, you're gonna look good, you're gonna look that, blah, 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 blah. Be my nurse. Come take care of me. Come wipe my butt for me. Like pay to get my butt wiped by somebody else because clearly you can't do it yourself. And it smells so bad like that, and it smells like shrimp and all. Like, oh my God. Oh my, and obviously there is a business, there's money out here to be made in this business because women are getting surgeries left and right. But I think you need to be someone who's already good at your own proper hygiene, personal hygiene, before you just go and add something else on top of it where you can't, you can't do certain things within the first 24 hours. You got all this fluid stinkiness. Just again, you add that times your art. Oh, woo. But did she deserve for you to want to this kind to try to fight her because she denied services? That's wild. That is wild. Audacity and the entitlement is diabolical. Diabolical. But these are just my thoughts as always. These are just my thoughts. But let me know your thoughts on this topic. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Like the video if you enjoyed it, of course. Subscribe to the channel and I'll see you guys in the next episode soon. Bye.